What is going on, guys? Welcome back to Best of the British Indies. It's been a while, hasn't it? My last interview was with a power couple done in that. It's been quite some time, but I'm back. I'm here with my youngest guest to date. I'm here with Chantal Jordan, the baddest girl on the planet, who has justified that nickname by kicking the crap out of Jack Kearney, I think it is. So, Chantal, thank you very much for joining me. I do appreciate it. I know this is your first interview, so I'm very honoured to be your first interviewer. So start off, so your match with Jack Kearney. So you went out 3-0, am I correct, in Kamikaze? 4-0 overall, yeah. So what's it been like training with Kamikaze Pro, coming through the ranks onto now a undefeated streak?
Well, basically, like, just training with Kamikaze, it's been like amazing. All of them really nice and everything. Yeah. Obviously, you've got the trainer Marshall X, and all the like talent there is just so good. It's so friendly, the atmosphere is. And then obviously when he told me I'll be the youngest person to debut and everything, I was like, man, it's a crazy feeling. Yeah. And then as soon as you go to do it, you're like, damn.
It's actually happening now, right?
It's actually happened, like, no way am I doing this.
Yeah.
And then obviously I had my first match, and they told me that I was going over and I was winning. And I was like, yeah, okay.
That's not too bad a start.
Not too bad against Dave Scott Preston.
Yep, which you're now 2-0 against him.
Yep. And then obviously he told me after I'd won, I've got another match against them, and I was like, yes, I get to batter him again. There's absolutely nothing wrong with being the same person twice, you know. Yes. I mean, you can build up a nice storyline with that, can't you? Yeah. Yeah. So it's very evident in the way that you walk in the ring that you are a big fan of your kicks, aren't you? Yes. Yeah, you are, correct me if I'm wrong, a black belt in kickboxing? Yes.
Yeah, so living up to the name of the baddest girl on the planet then. So what got you into kickboxing? Because I know that it's not a very usual thing, especially for people so young to get into. Yeah. And of course, you've been doing that for years now, haven't you? You're only 14 already, so how exactly did you get into that?
Basically, I was just like 5 years old and everything, and like my mum told me that basically I needed to do something. And then I saw kickboxing, and I was like, oh, I want to try this. I want to do it. So I started it when I was about 6, just started getting used to it and everything, and then I just started to like it, because I didn't think I'd like it at first, but then I really liked it, and I just carried on then. Yeah, fair enough. Enjoyed it.
Yeah, but I mean, it's well, for the 2 matches that I've seen you in, it's become a very big part of your in-ring game, hasn't it? Just kicking people.
Yes, very big part. Kicks. Because like, as soon as I did the kicks, I was like, yeah, this is my element. I need to use kicks. How hard I can kick as well.
Yeah, there are going to be quite a few people walking through, well, not through camera shot, but just walking back and forth, so you're going to hear some background noise there, and there is a big TV on over there, so there's not much we can do about that. I mean, we've got the little ones turned off, but the big one, you know, the microphone shouldn't pick it up, but if you hear some cricket commentary, then that's why. So, okay, you are already 14, so you have got your entire career ahead of you now. Yes. So, I know this might be a bit of a vague question, especially for someone who's only done, 4 matches now?
Yes.
Yeah, so what is... Because I know that a lot of people say they want to compete in WWE at some point, but I also know that a lot of people are very content on the independent scene and just make a name for themselves there. So my question to you is, what is your end goal? If you have one yet, what is your end goal with your wrestling career?
Well, see how the wrestling goes. And if it works out, I do want to try and get to like TNA, Ring of Honor and all that.
Oh, TNA, you're the first person I've met to say I want to go for TNA.
I'd love to wrestle in TNA. It's one of my dreams as well. But obviously, WWE, if they was to contact me and everything, Main Classic and all that, I would do it. Yeah. Obviously, it's not really one that I would really want to... Yeah. Well, my goal is to get there, but I just won't really want to go there, if you know what I mean.
we just had one half of the 100 we couldn't be there. So... Right, so again, so I was going to ask you what your favourite match has been, because you already had four matches now, so that's not really, that's a bit irrelevant, isn't it? So,
question, yeah.
Okay, well, then let's say, out of the 4 matches you've had, 2 against Dave Preston, what has been your favourite one so far?
This one I've just had.
Yeah, I want to get Jack, can you tell me why, what about this match against your other 3 stood out for you in particular?
Because basically, with the other 2 matches, I don't want to put the opponent down or nothing, but obviously there was a lot of misconceptions and everything in the match. And obviously some of the moves I didn't do properly.
Yeah.
And then obviously this match, I just knew everything and all that, and it was just really good.
Yeah, that's fair enough. Okay, so as I said, you're only 4 matches into your career, so you've not got a lot to choose from in terms of the best match you've had so far. So, but I know that there's. Okay, so 4 matches. You've now wrestled 8 different people ish around that.
Around that.
Because bear in mind, the first time I saw her was in a fatal 4-way. That was nothing but wrestling. So there's many people who you've not fought yet.
Yes, many.
So I'm going to ask you 2 questions. First of all, is on the independent scene, so that's not competing for the WWE or on a sort of UK WWE thing, but on the independent scene, is there anyone in particular that you'd really love to face?
Kaylee Ray.
Instant Kaylee Ray.
Kaylee Ray. I just love her work and everything, and I've just always wanted to face her.
Oh, fair enough.
My dream, ever since I saw it at Southside, I was like, I need to face her.
Oh yeah.
I love her style and everything. Because like, she's got the same kind of style as me.
Yeah, the sort of stiff working style.
Stiff working and everything, which will be good and work well.
It will work well, yes. A kickboxer and just someone who just likes to hit people.
Yes.
So Kaylee Ray, that's not a bad. Again, she's in the Mae Young Classic, I think, wasn't she?
Yes.
Yeah. That's. Am I right in saying that that's a reason why you wouldn't object to going to Mae Young Classic because of Kaylee Ray being one of your, I'm going to say, inspirations? That might be the wrong word, because of course following face on it doesn't translate to them being inspiration for you, but I imagine in this case, seeing how far she's come would be a bit of a would give you something to aim for, wouldn't it?
Yeah, inspiration and everything as well.
Yeah.
I look at her for inspiration all the while. I watch her matches and everything, I'm like, I need to be like her.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's not a bad person to aim for, to be honest. You know, again, Mae Young Classic, just all I need to say at the moment, so I'm not actually in the same moment. There we are. I realised I was talking, I realised I'm talking in half minute out of frame, so. So, alright. So, Kaylee Ray, not a bad shout. So, is there anyone who's also competing in WWE in the NXT UK division, because again we have expanded that now, so they're doing a UK thing as well.
Yeah.
Is there anyone in there who? Because I think at the moment you are. I never thought I'd be saying this, but a professional wrestler is too young to face someone in WWE. I never thought I'd be saying that, but that's quite a bizarre thing, isn't it? You're at the moment too young to face someone in the WWE. Yes. I think you have to be like 18, don't you, to be this one over there?
18, yeah.
So. When you do turn 18 in 4 years' time, which at that point you could well be the biggest name in the world.
Could be. You
could be. Is there anyone in particular on the WWE NXT UK roster that you'd really like to have the opportunity to work with? Not necessarily in a match, well, obviously in a match, but not necessarily one-on-one with. But I mean, it could be in one-on-one match, it could be in a tag team match, that sort of thing. So, is there anyone in particular who really stands out to you, someone you'd love to do that with? That's a big one, isn't it? Because that's absolutely loads of them.
There's loads. I like Charlie Morgan.
Yeah.
I like her starting at Finn.
Is she with? Of course, yeah, she is. Yeah, sorry, I was thinking of Charlie Evans there.
Yeah.
That's a million dollar question, isn't it? You can't actually think of anyone now.
Because there is someone I want to face in WWE, it's not in like the WWE NXT UK or anything.
I'll tell you what, I'll just start spitting out names and you can just... Alright, Tegan Knox, formerly known as Nixon Newell.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, okay, that was easy.
Yes.
So,
Nixon, she's good.
Yeah. So, why Tegan Knox / Nixon Newell, for those of you who knew her as Nixon on the independent season, why does she stand out as someone who you like to work with?
She incorporates kicks.
Yeah.
Which is my mate.
So far, everyone of your ads have been, well, Sharks kicking people, and so do I.
Sharks kicking people, that's all that matters.
Fair enough, I mean, that is your main thing, isn't it?
Yeah. And also, her just talent in ring is just amazing.
Yeah.
It's she definitely deserves WWE and all that.
Oh, yeah. I have unfortunately only seen her once. That was at Southside, and I've been... did again, then of course she got injured for about 10 years.
Yeah.
Well, it seemed like that anyway, yeah. And
it's just a shame she keeps getting injured.
Yeah, and so it is a massive shame. She's very talented. She seems to be one of those, unfortunately, injury-prone people, because she came back for the Mae Young Classic, and unfortunately, I think
injured.
Turk took a stiff knee and got injured then again. So it is unfortunate, but it's the business happens.
Stuff happens.
It is. So. Now, you are, as I said, the youngest person I've ever interviewed on this channel, and you're also the youngest person that I know, well, the youngest female anyway that I know, who's into wrestling, so much so that you're now doing it as a part-time thing. So my question to you is, how exactly did you get into wrestling? Because I know that it's not the sort of thing that I know a lot of girls will get into. You know, they'll try to, the whole fake thing, but for you, what exactly about wrestling that was appealing to you?
So basically, I was about 7 to 8 years old, and my dad come over, got one of the old wrestling tapes and everything.
Oh yeah. Put
it on the TV. I was just watching it. My brother was watching it as well.
Yeah.
And I was like, I like this. It's pretty good. And obviously, I continued to watch them every week. Came over, and I really liked it.
Yeah.
And then it comes to a few years later, and I was like, Mom, I want to train to be a wrestler. And she was like, really? Are you sure you want to do it? And I was like, yes.
It's like came out of nowhere, didn't it?
She was just so confused and everything. I was like, yeah. And then obviously I went to train and all that. And I loved it. And I started to go on all the Fight Club shows and all that.
Oh, yeah.
Southside, PCW.
Yeah, so you instantly went for you instantly went right to the top of the mountain of the independent show, didn't you?
And my first ever show that I went to was PCW.
Oh yeah.
It was back in 2012, I think it was. Tommy Dreamer versus T-Bone.
Oh, blimey, that'll be a match and a half.
It was really good. Yeah. And then I just really liked it then, and just wanted to keep going all the way on. And then that's what got me into wrestling, basically.
That's a much. I think that's the simplest story I've ever had anyone tell me. Just because most people that I met, it's a very much sort of they slowly get into it and then they slowly think, should I be doing this? And I want to do this. Oh, fair enough. Okay. Oh, fair enough. So I just want to say, Mum, I want to be a wrestler. Oh, yep. Okay, that came out of nowhere.
Want to be it.
Fair enough. So again, hang on, because I think my phone's vibrating, let's make sure it's on silence. Sorry people, this was not scripted, my phone just going mad on me. That was... I should point out, these are not professional things, so this, even though it's not ideal, it's not, basically, so yeah. Alright. Right, I'm going to get up, because I've got here some notes, basically, of interview questions, because... What I like doing is opening with just with a personal question, in that case open with your match, and then we'll go into other things, and then depending on how it's going, if it's slowing, then we'll carry on. If I feel that we've reached a sort of deadlock, then I'll refer to my trusty notes. So you mentioned that Kaylee Ray is someone who you'd love to face. Is she the person? So I'm going to say, who was a person that if there was a person, who was it that helped you in deciding that this is what I want to do? Because you mentioned that Kaylee Ray is a big inspiration for you. But was she the person who before you were trained to be a wrestler, you looked at her and thought she makes want to be a wrestler, or was it no one you just thought I want to do this?
No one, I just wanted to.
No one. That's the first actually. Most people say that they'll look at a certain wrestler before they start training and think, I want to do what they're doing, but no, you just, what, I like this, so I want to kick people. Fair enough. You've been training with Kamikaze Pro for how long now?
4 years.
4 years, blimey. So since you were 10, I'm going to guess then, around that age, yeah. So what's it been like for you, making that transition from trainee into competing on their live shows?
Well, as a trainee and everything, you just training. You don't think it's for me, I didn't think I was ever going to make my debut until I was 16, because obviously I wasn't old enough.
Yeah.
And obviously everyone was going around saying, oh, you're going to be on the show soon. You ready for the show and everything? And I was like, nah, I'm not ready yet.
Yeah.
And I always doubted myself. And obviously it come to it and he talked to me and all that, and basically told me going on the main show, live show, and I was like,
oh, okay.
Oh,
that
okay.
came out.
Okay then.
That came absolutely nowhere.
And it was I just felt so overwhelmed. And obviously when I had my first match and everything, and the crowd, the pop that I had, it was really good. And then I felt like crying afterwards. How emotional I felt.
Oh.
But it was basically just an amazing experience.
Yeah.
And I couldn't have had a better experience anywhere else.
That's not too bad. As to say, I think that it wouldn't have been. It would have gone a lot against your baddest on the planet thing if you'd have started. Again, I don't see any issue with getting emotional in wrestling. I do, but I think when you got to give it to a partner, it must be a really difficult thing to hold it together.
Come on, just please don't do it.
As I say, it wouldn't really match because you've got one of the best facial expressions going on to me I've ever seen. This.
Yes.
Your very sort intensity. The game face. Yes. And so it wouldn't really work very well if you started cheering up with that game face going on.
Just that face just going on, just like, and start the tears just come down as well. That would not work.
It would. It'd be a very unusual combination. You get a few looks on that, wouldn't you? From that combination of emotional and a state of I want to kill you.
Yeah. To the crying like a little baby.
That's one way to put it, not quite how I'd have phrased it, but there you go.
Yep.
So, alright, so I'm going to guess so again, it's pretty obvious that your preferred ending style is kicking and strong style.
Yeah, strong.
But, okay, and you've not competed in that many, in enough matches to really know what your favourite type has been, because again, there's so many different match stipulations. But what's one that you think that you really love, I can talk, I promise. What's one that you'd really love to be involved in because you think that it would work well, you'd be able to incorporate that match stipulation well with your kicking and kickboxing style of professional wrestling?
I would say Falls Count Anywhere match.
Oh, yeah. I didn't think about that one, yeah.
Yeah, Falls Count Anywhere.
Yeah. That's sort of, I think, I really should know this, shouldn't I? But I'm pretty sure, that's also a no DQ thing, isn't it? Falls Count Anywhere, yeah. So... Oh god, that's a scary thought to be
mental.
That is a scary thought. I mean, just seeing you in a one-on-one match for the first time. You did again. I said in my review of the Nothing But Wrestling thing that you did legitimately scare the shit out of me. Even more so this one because again. In the Nothing Wrestling one, you didn't. You were more of a bit part feature in that match. You sort of had spells where you really had a massive flurry, and then you got cut down. And then you got cut down really quickly. Which as I said, it is a very smart move because if you don't do that, then and as Jack Kearney found out, you're gonna die basically. Yes. So I think Falls Count Anywhere suit your style of wrestling brilliantly.
Definitely.
So
shots.
Yeah. Oh god. Well, I think you could do more damage with your kicks than a chair shot, to be honest, or a kendo stick.
Madness.
Oh, it's insanity. So, alright. So you mentioned that you got into wrestling when I think did you say it was your dad who would play for you tapes of wrestling? I can't remember what tapes you said they were, but was there anyone particular? Was there anyone particularly on those tapes that you saw that you instantly took a liking to, and that may have helped you in not only getting into wrestling but in pursuing it as potentially sort of future full-time thing? Was there anyone stuck to you on those tapes that you thought I really feel like I can aspire to be like them?
It was probably China.
Oh, yes. Yeah,
China definitely.
That really didn't inspire me, to be honest with your style. That didn't inspire me at all.
Because the size of her and everything as well.
Yeah.
And I was like, she looks like a beast. She was just about to go in there, kill someone.
Yeah.
And I'm like, literally that was the person. I was like, I clocked eye as soon as I saw her. I was like, yes. I've got to do this.
Fair enough.
She's doing it. I'm going to do it.
Fair enough. I think that's a pretty legitimate way to. One of the most notorious female wrestlers in history. There's a better way to get into it. So you mentioned that before you made your in-ring debut, that you've been to quite a few shows. I think you said the first one in 2012, wasn't it? Yeah. So. I'm not asking you to count how many shows I've been to because I've lost count of my shows as well. But what would you say your favourite show that you've been in attendance for, not necessarily competing on, but before you started training, or maybe even while you were training. But is that a show that you were attending before you started competing in the ring that particularly stands out to you personally?
It'll probably be PCW.
I'm going to guess the Tommy Dreamer and T-Bone show. Yeah, I thought you'd say that. Yeah, I'm quite surprised to be honest, because I thought you would say Fight Club Pro. I mean, you
Fight Club Pro is good. Yeah.
Yeah,
I like that too.
Yeah.
But
it's just I can't top it. I think.
Top it.
So was PCW your first sort of exposure to live wrestling?
Yes.
Oh blimey! That's not a bad way to off, isn't it? No, that's not too bad way to start off. So when because I did get a bit confused during the Live 14 show, because my expectation was that they would do that entire show without an interval. From the interval, I thought that was the stopping they're not going to be about to skill. So I went backstage thinking, I'll do it now. And then when so then when I saw you saying I can't do it now, thinking, wait, but you interval, gotcha, yeah. Okay, so so I was expecting like an interval there, and I saw you doing a lot of kicking practice in the match. So my question to you is there a routine that you go through in preparation for your matches? I know that kicking obviously is a part of your routine.
Yes.
But do you have anything else that you do that helps you maybe calm down or gets you really, really pumped up for the match? Is there anything that you do that helps?
So basically, like, I just go around, I just do a little warm up and everything. Just stretch out all that. And then just like keep thinking of the match in my head, just keep going over the match and just get myself pumped up basically. Stretch out all that.
Kicking the air.
And the kicks. I do a lot of kicks in the back. Just like practice them and everything, just to make sure my legs are stretched out and everything.
Well, I mean,
that's just my way, isn't it?
It did scare me a bit because when I first saw you, literally, I just saw you stood there with your leg out. I'm thinking, bloody hell. It's been a bit intimidating me to see a 14-year-old girl just stood there like that. I can't do that sitting down. I mean, okay, I'm not a picture wrestler. Cut me some slack for that. So in the two matches that I've seen, you've been a face as far as I know. But I'd say that you're in ring. That what you do in the ring is more of an anti-hero. If that makes sense. You know. So you're trying to figure out how to phrase that question, because so the two matches, the two matches that I've seen you on, you've essentially been the sort of anti-hero person, with the crowd still cheering you.
Yes.
So is that what you're aiming for? Are you aiming to draw a positive reaction from the crowd, or do you want them to play into your sort of dangerous persona and maybe not full on boo you, but just sort of hold back and cheers a bit because your persona is a dangerous fighter?
I don't really mind, to be honest, but I literally love the like crowd clapping me and everything.
But
obviously I'm one of them. I'm like Pete Dunne.
Yeah.
That's who I look like. Like
so someone,
work and everything, style.
I'm gonna say someone who sort of who not necessarily a face, not a heel, someone who just fights and basically
just gets a reaction. That's basically it.
So at some point, do you think that you would want to try working as a full-on baby face or a full-on heel, or do you want to keep going forward with your persona as just someone who just doesn't really have a side?
Just keep going on. Someone doesn't really have a side.
Fair enough. That's a really simple answer. So I think that does suit your. Oh, hello, we got Sean Lad Divine interviewing there. I mean, I think the sort of anti-hero thing does suit your persona very well.
Yes.
So I think we have reached a point where we've talked about all we can. And are you on the next Righteous Kill thing, or are you only on the Live 14?
I'm only on the live show.
Okay.
Too bad.
That is a shame. So people who go to anyone while watching this if you want to get a view of basically how scary she is in the ring, then come down to a Kamikaze Pro show. You've been on the past 3, haven't you?
Yes.
Yeah, so at this point, I think it's a pretty safe guess to bet. So I'd say you're a regular on their shows, aren't you? Whether it's the sort of pre-show ones or the main ones, you're a regular on their shows, aren't you? So yeah, if you're looking to see Chantal, I'm going to take a guess, or else I'm not got a clue because I've not been announced yet, that you'll be on the Nothing But Wrestling show on the 14th. That's just
I will be, yes.
You'll be there. I'm not sure if I'll be there. That entirely depends on travel, but yeah, if you're looking to see Chantal compete, then your best bet would be going to the Nothing But Wrestling show on the 14th of September, or alternatively, you could just go to a Kamikaze Pro show. Kamikaze Pro show. Sorry, she's been on all of them. Well, the past 3 so far, so in for a pretty safe shout there. So before we end up, I know you've got social media, haven't you? You're on Twitter, Instagram. Have you got a Facebook page? Not like a personal account, but a page.
I haven't got a Facebook page yet, but I'm planning on making one soon.
The keyword there is yet. So alright, so alright, I'm gonna try and remember your Twitter and Instagram handles best I can. It's so I think Twitter it's at Chantal Jordan. Yeah, at Chantal Jordan 37. You can't remember, can you?
Yes.
Is that right?
Is that right?
And then Instagram, it's at Chantal Jordan 36.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm not sure why they're 2 different numbers. Why is that?
I don't have a clue.
You just saw it out.
I just don't know. I'm just going to put random numbers on it.
Fair enough. So I mean, what's 36 got in correlation to you at all?
It's just my email, isn't it?
Oh, fair enough. Fair enough, that's a bit of some way. So yeah, so Chantal Jordan at Chantal Jordan not underscore, sorry, 37 on Twitter and at Chantal Jordan 36 on Instagram. Sorry, she will be getting a Facebook page up at some point. So when that's up, if you send me a link to that, I'll put that in the description. My links will all be in there as well. Twitter at BOBTI. No, sorry, that's wrong. I get my Twitter handle wrong. At BOTBI, best of the British Indies _17. That's again at BOTBI _17. Instagram, it's at BitWrestleFan because I've not got a Instagram for my wrestling thing. YouTube, just type in Best of British Indies, and Facebook again, Best of British Indies. So Chantal's links will be in the description, my links will be in there as well. Chantal, thank you for joining me.
No problem.
We appreciate it. I've not got my next interview arranged yet. It will be at Pro Wrestling Subjective on the 16th. Well, that's if I can't attend Nothing But Wrestling on the 14th, of course. Which, if I can, I'm hoping that will be with Corey Johnson, because we were supposed to on the 10th, but he couldn't, because he's the owner and he had to go off and do stuff. So,
yes.
My next interview for certain will be at Pro Wrestling Subjective. Hopefully before then, MBW, but if not, then I'll see you at PW on the 16th. So, Chantal, thank you for joining me, and we will see you in a bit.
Yes.